Howdy, folks. It's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you once again to do yet another movie review. This time, this was a movie that I had done a poll on probably a month or two ago on YouTube. And this was the winner. So I'd kind of put this up there. I kind of just threw it up there thinking, whatever. That's another movie that people mention occasionally. Not thinking that it was going to win. But yeah, I had like Hereditary up there, The Lodge, some other movies that I have watched or am going to watch. And then I put this one up there. This is Child's Play remake from last summer. It came out. To be quite honest with you, I had no interest at all in watching this. This is, of course, a remake of the 1988 Tom Holland movie that I really, really love. It's my favorite of all the Chucky movies. You can see it back there. I've got the copy signed by Tom Holland. And just from what I'd heard reviews on it, a lot of the reviews were kind of, well, I don't say a lot, but some of the reviews were kind of positive. But I still had no real interest in watching it, just from the trailer and the stuff that I'd seen and some of the plot details that I'd been told. So I want to give you guys a clear alert ahead of time. There are going to be spoilers in this, kind of, but I really do not. Before I get into it, I just want to say I do not recommend this movie to anyone. Now, this was a good time waster, but that was about it. This is nothing that, honestly, if they had the Blu-ray for $4.88, Walmart.com on Black Friday or whatever, which there's not going to be an actual Walmart sale this year, at the store at least, I still wouldn't get this. So this is a movie, Child's Play. It was written by Tyler Burton Smith, directed by Lars Klevberg, who's a Norwegian filmmaker who I looked up and cannot find a damn thing on. I don't think he's done anything feature length aside from one other film, and most of his other stuff is short films. But anyway, the basic plot of this is kind of the same. They just go about it a little bit different than the original movie. So the supernatural aspect of Chucky does not exist in this movie. So the Chucky doll in this one is a buddy doll. It's not a good guy doll. It's a buddy doll that is designed by a company. They're called Caslon Corporation. And they do a lot of smart devices and bullshit like that. Basically like, Alexa. Pay no attention to that. She doesn't. So anyway, it's kind of a smart doll. And there was, at the beginning of the movie, there's some sort of brief glimpse into how this happened. Disgruntled employee who was getting fired had one last doll to program, and he decided to take all the safety features out of this particular buddy doll. So the buddy doll ends up in a department store, and then you go from there. It's pretty much just like the original plot-wise from that point. But Chucky has you can tell Chucky to do something in this, and he will do it. It's basically a smart doll, not a real doll. That wouldn't be good. That'd be a whole different sort of movie. You'd see that over on Brazzers or something. But so yeah, I mean, you got Andy is the boy, Karen. I think her name was Karen in the original. Andy Barkley and Karen Berkeley. The only big difference is Andy in this one is he's older. He's like 13, 14 years old, which is weird. Why would he be even playing with a doll at that age? And he's kind of a nerd. He doesn't have any friends or anything. So he uses some of the, teaching the doll how to cuss or whatever they do in it. They have, the first half of the movie with Chucky's almost like a comedy or something. Mark Hamill does the voice of Chucky in this, and he does fine. I mean, that's fine. You know, it works. There's actually a buddy song in the that he keeps singing that is actually pretty clever. But it's kind of a play on the original My Buddy, which is what's interesting is the toy My Buddy from the 80s is the one that inspired the original Chucky from Child's Play. So, and then they fast forward 30 some years later, the My Buddy doll is back to being called the Buddy doll, which is kind of weird. So the doll in this is kind of odd looking. The eyes light up on it and all that. It's not really, I don't think it's really creepy like the first one was, which the first one was originally just a regular like My Buddy doll almost. So anyway, though, chaos ensues. Chucky starts, you know, murdering animals and then goes after people, and yeah, it kind of goes from there. And I'm still like kind of confused why people wanted me to review this movie. It's not, I mean, it's entertaining enough, I guess. But it's not very good. It pales in comparison to the first film, which has some really, you know, creepy moments in it. Creepy. Of course, you have Tom Holland was a fucking capable filmmaker. So it wasn't this rookie filmmaker from Norway who's down for doing whatever the studio wants him to do. So there were no creepy moments in this really at all. Just my opinion. This is a movie, one of the remakes, one of the long lists of remakes that I have watched one time and I'll never watch it again. So I gotta say, I mean, I guess I could halfway understand how people would get some kind of enjoyment out of it. But I'm not going to be one of those people that just because I sat through a whole damn movie, I'm not going to give it 2 thumbs up. I would say if I was ranking it, I would rank it like 2 out of 5, maybe. It looked good. Mark Hamill did a fine job doing the voice of Chucky. It just was an overall very good movie. So that's that. But I did want to throw you guys out there some, you know, since I'm doing the video, DEADPIT.com Instagram page. It's at Into the Dead Pit on Instagram. We're posting a lot of cool stuff on there that has not been seen, from collection, from, you know, the Dead Pit archives. A lot of, you know, throwback photos will be put up there. So we got that, and the Dead Pit podcast is back. It's on Instagram. Not on Instagram. It's on Spotify. It is on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Podcasts, all that good stuff. You can check out the podcast version of the show, which features myself, Creepy Kentuckian, Uncle Bill, and the B-Plan. And we had Michael Felcher on this past Friday's show. So check that out and look for some more content upcoming. And hope you guys have a great weekend. See you over at Dead Pit.